Audio test, quick audio test to start the stream. Hello everybody, welcome to today's stream. We are back in American Truck Simulator, and we're finally back in a modded truck. It's been a long time since I have driven one of these. I have been enjoying the SCS trucks lately, but I drive a cab over for work, and I saw a cab over semi the other day, and I got the itch, so I wanted to drive a cab over on the stream today. So here we are. Yes, I am driving an old truck, Connor. Again, like I mentioned in the last stream, I do believe that I'm going to be able to read chat before it actually shows up on screen. Hopefully it actually shows up on screen. It did last time. I guess we'll see about this time. It's usually a fair delay. Oh, I guess Botrix hadn't been active yet. So now any chats should show up on the screen. Hopefully. Fingers are crossed. But yeah, we're driving an old truck today. So should be a good time, and there is the chat on the screen, so that is awesome as well. And we're going to be hauling some containers around California today. I wanted to check out the rework because, as you can see, I haven't explored quite a bit of it. So I'm thinking maybe we can see if we can find a load down to Santa Maria or something like that. And yeah, we'll just kind of hang out in the California area. So we're going to be limited to 55 miles an hour, but you know what? We get to check out some new stuff, and that makes it easier for me to read chat. So, can't be too upset. And Connor, you will be happy to know that I also am driving manual today. I did a 13-speed manual, so I know that you'll appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got. So we got one to Santa Cruz. We got something to Sacramento, Stockton. All these places are all these places have recently been redone, so any of these would be good. We could go down to Los Angeles, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that. Oh, Oxnard. That goes through Santa Maria. How long do I have for that? It has to be delivered between 2:46 a.m. and... Oh, okay, I don't want to do that one, because then I'd be driving through the night to get it delivered. Manual, God bless. Yes, manual today, indeed. Yeah, I don't want to drive through the night, so let's not do that one. I'm honestly thinking maybe this one to Reading. Oh, I guess that one also has to be delivered by today. Okay, so maybe I should just advance time a little bit. We're going to do that. We're going to advance time so that way we don't have to drive at night. because I don't want to drive at night. And I feel like you guys probably don't want to see me drive at night. I guess we'll set it for 4 a.m. And then that should set us up to where by the time we pick up our load and everything, the sun should be rising. So, all right, let's try again and see what we've got. I could just take a really short load to San Jose to discover San Jose. That would be kind of cool. Love that you started streaming like 20 minutes before I got to get ready for work. I'm sorry, okay? I was planning to stream earlier, but some things happened. The house was busy still. There were still people here and everything, so I could not get ready yet. I mean, could not start the stream yet. Okay, there is a load to Oxnard, or Oxnard. Again, don't know how to actually pronounce it. But we're going to go ahead and take that one. Alright, and let's get in the truck. And, oh, the truck was already on, and I turned it off. That's funny. Alright. And let's get our lights on. And then the interesting thing here is that I don't have... There's no way to know which gear I'm in, and I have been driving either automatics or 18-speed manuals lately. So I remember the layout, but we're still gonna... This still may get interesting. I love the super slow blinker. That classic old truck, really slow blinker. Alright, I think I gotta adjust my mirror a little bit. Let's see. Oops. Hang on. Have some bug textures. Oh, the things down there. I don't think those are bug textures. I think those are lights for the switches. Could be wrong, but... Or was there something else that I drove by that I missed? There we go. That should be good. I'm here. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Yes, Connor, you were here first. Wow, I think I gotta raise my seat a little bit so that I can actually see that bottom mirror. Sorry, we got some work to do before we're actually fully set up for the stream today. All right, let's see how that is. Wow, okay, I guess that mirror just sits really low. That's okay. I agree. This is an awesome truck. I definitely don't drive it anywhere near enough. Especially again, considering I drive like cab over box trucks in real life, I feel like, oh, I turned down the wrong road. Oh, I think we're okay though. Anyway, since I drive cab over box trucks in real life, I definitely feel like I should drive cab overs in the game more often. Oh, we're not good. Dang it, I thought this road connected that way. Alright, we're going to do a very illegal U-turn here, but we've got a cab over, so it should be fine. Easy peasy, look at that. I gotta say, the engine is pretty quiet, but the Jake brake sounds pretty good. Yep, I was too distracted, dude. You're too distracting, Connor. Excited to see how many times I miss shift today because I'm too focused on talking or saying something to chat. No idea what the speed limit is here. 20? You kidding me? I'm not going that slow. No way. Oh wow, this is a very tight turn. Oh, we're good. Don't worry, Daniel. Your secret is safe with me. I won't tell any Ford execs that you stole that from them. Well, actually, Daniel, since you were a major part of this truck, do you know those switches down there that are kind of lit up purple? Are those missing textures? Did I mess something up, or are those actual like lights and they're supposed to look like that? We were unsure earlier. Not that it really matters if they are missing textures, like I don't care, but I just was curious because Connor thought they were. But they look like lights to me, so I don't know. Aren't supposed to, so I assume they're mixing textures. Okay, yeah, I probably have an outdated, I just downloaded the updated version of this mod, but I probably have an outdated version of, like, something else. So, that's probably what it is. I assume it's probably something on my end. Because I don't think there's anything else missing in here. Yeah, nothing else, so, yeah, probably just something on my end. Some kind of finished material like wood, marble. Got it. Yeah. I mean, it does look kind of cool with the purple, to be honest. I kind of like it. Maybe that's something that could be done in the future, is make them lights that you can like change or something. I don't know. Jeff's already got enough on his plate. I don't want to give him more ideas. Either way, Connor, there you go. You got your answer. It is, in fact, a missing texture. Alright, we are picking up from this UPS right here. Nope, I stalled the truck. I'm sure it's going to happen many, many more times today. So now I know I can't start from second gear. That does not work, apparently. Alright, cargo market. That does. Sure, someone has done that to an actual truck too. Yeah, I feel like they probably have. I mean, you know, truckers love their lights, so I feel like they'll find anything that they can put a light on or in, they will do it. Alright, we're just gonna do another kind of U-turn here. And of course this gate is gonna freak out because it's gonna keep opening and closing while I try and do this back. But that is okay. Alright, we'll get leaned out the window. God bless the lights indeed, Connor. God bless them. By the way, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for liking the stream. Really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, Connor, I need to know from last week, from the stream last week. After you left, Botrix told me that that you subscribed. Were you not already subscribed, or did you unsubscribe and resubscribe so that you can see your name pop up in the chat? We were very curious. All right. All good there. Let's go ahead and get loaded up. That's awesome, Daniel. I'm glad you liked that video. I gotta be honest, that's probably one of my favorite like car related videos I've done so far, and I actually am working on another car stuff video where I actually worked on the Altima the other day for the first time in months and months and months, and that video also is looking pretty good. It's a little sad, but it's good. And yeah, the officer just kind of hanging out was pretty great. He was super cool. Again, they hired him to be there just to make sure no funny business happened, but still, he could have been a jerk, and he wasn't. So he was going around hanging out with people. He played like football with the kids that were at the show for a little bit. It was really cool. He was a cool guy. But yeah, dang it, I killed it again. I gotta remember that this thing is like super low horsepower, so it's gonna be interesting shifting. You're only gonna be here for 10 more minutes, dude. Just don't go to work today. Just kidding. Just kidding. You've got speeding tickets to pay for. Sorry, should I not have outed you like that? Unsubbed and resubbed. Okay, that's kind of what I had a feeling. I was like, there's no way he wasn't subscribed already. But I still had to ask. But yes, since you left before your name, I will let you know that your name did in fact show up. Sorry, I will read your guys' chat in a minute. I am so focused on shifting right now. And thank you to whoever it was that just liked this stream. I really appreciate it. Helps bring more people in, as I always say, so it is much appreciated. Once I get out onto the road, I'll be able to read chat and talk and hang out a little more. Right now, I am like hyper focused on not missing my shifts. I guess I also will be able to read it at the lights and stuff. Oh, or not, because the lights go green immediately. Which, definitely not complaining about. Pick up a little bit of speed here. Alright, and in true California fashion, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to go right. So we're just going to cut across this here. I do have to say, the rework looks really good. Okay. Finally able to get a chance to read chat here, so glad to hear, or good to hear that the Ultima's getting some loving. Yes, finally. It is finally getting some love and care. And yeah, it is much needed. It was in pretty rough shape, so yeah, it's a little bit of an emotional video. It was a little hard to record and a little hard to edit, but you know what? Now that I am almost done with editing it, I can say that it definitely is one of probably my best videos ever. I'm very, very happy about it. Yeah, I agree. Car shows being nice and civilized is definitely good. Especially, you know, like ones like that where it can be civilized but still like be fun. That's definitely good, you know. Like they still had the low car limbo, the two-step competition. We still got to like enjoy the cars without anybody doing anything stupid and getting everybody in trouble, you know. And yeah, they did do a really good job on this rework, just from what I can see so far. Like San Jose looks really great. I'm glad that they actually made the freeways like three lane wide freeways and stuff. Obviously in real life they're even bigger than that, but for the scaling of the game, I think 3 and like 4 lanes is good. So, excuse me. Yeah, they really nailed it. I think they did a fantastic. Excuse me. My goodness. That's what I get for eating right before stream. But yeah, they did a fantastic job. It looks really cool. Wow, they even got graffiti on the bridges? That's pretty accurate. I will say I haven't driven in California in this game in ages, so I almost sped up to 65 because that's what I saw the speed limit was. But then I remembered that it's 65 for cars, not for trucks. 55 for me, so I slowed back down. Honestly though, I don't even know if this truck would make it to 65. I don't have like a super low horsepower engine, but definitely on the lower end. I think it's got like 300 something horsepower. And just like last week, I'm planning to stream for a fair bit today. I'll probably stream for a couple hours. I'm thinking maybe until like, I don't know, it's almost 11 o'clock now. I'll probably stream until like 1 or 2 maybe. So, should be a fun one. Just another nice chill stream driving around the wonderful world created by SCS Software. Alright, Connor, I hope you have a fantastic day at work. If at any point you've got a break or something and want to come hang out and stream, just know that you're more than welcome to do that. I promise I won't be upset that you're leaving me. But seriously, get to work safe. Hope you have a great day, man. Thanks for being here. Sorry again that I didn't start stream earlier so that you could be here for longer, but hopefully next time I can get started earlier so that you can be here for a bit longer. Let's go into the outside view for a minute, get a good look at the truck. Man, that thing is beautiful. Oh, and I've got the swing plate. I don't know if you can see it, but I got the swing plate active, so down there on the bottom of the front bumper, when I hit the brakes and stuff, you can see it kind of swinging around. I thought that was pretty cool. Just another cool feature of what Jeff from Half-Assed Gaming is capable of. Art, hello, dude. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. It was fun having you here last week, so I'm really glad that that you're back. Thanks for hanging out. Especially because I know, like you said, you like to go around and you know, check out small streamers and stuff like that. And it sounds like you kind of go through some other ones. So I appreciate that you're picking me yet again, at least for now. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. Well, I guess you said you're doing not bad, but I consider that doing well. Man, this part of this freeway looks really cool. They did a great job with this. I love the way that the trees kind of come around the freeway. The rock formation that was off to the left, that looked really, really good. Man, they did a good job with this. Oh, dude, Laguna Seca is in the game now? I wonder if we could actually drive on the track. That would be sick. I wonder if that's like an Easter egg, is that you can drive on the racetrack. That would be so cool. I kind of doubt it, because I feel like they would have to have licensing for that, unless they like rename it or something. But still, if it was in the game, that would be pretty sick. Oh, nice, dude. That's sick. I'm glad you're able to pick those up. Definitely, I mean, 3 states at one time, that adds a lot to the game, a lot to explore, so that'll be super fun for you to check out. Which one are you going to drive to first, do you think? Or have you already driven through all of them? I know that when I first started picking up new DLCs, I literally would just drive through everything that I could. Like if I picked up multiple at once, I would immediately like teleport to one of the new states, and then drive to the other new state. I was always doing as much driving in new territory as I could. By the way, Daniel, just a heads up to keep an eye out on the chat a little bit more heavily today. Just as far as like spam and stuff like that, because I changed the settings, because I think what was happening last week, how I had that one person that was chatting, and it was showing up on the screen but not showing up actually in the YouTube chat. I think it was being auto-moderated by YouTube because of their name, because of their username. So I basically just turned off moderation entirely, since I knew, at least for today, I knew that you would be here. So I probably should have just asked you if you were okay with being like on high alert today, but I didn't, so now I'm forcing you to be on high alert. I'm just kidding. No, if it really did get to it, I could delete them myself, but yeah, just wanted to let you know that I did that, in hopes that if that person or anyone else that has a username that YouTube for some reason doesn't like, they can still chat, you know, because I felt bad that thankfully, you know, again, their chats were showing up on the screen, but I felt bad that their chats weren't showing up for anybody else. And also, I mean, you know, I would like to be able to make sure that I didn't miss any of their chats, especially they subscribed as well. So again, whatever I can do to help make their experience better, I definitely want to do. So Art, that sounds like a fantastic plan. I gotta say, starting off in Utah was a good one. I like that you start off in the newer of the 3, and then you know, from Utah to Oregon is a pretty solid trip. I've done that drive in real life, and it's really, really pretty. So I'm sure that was pretty sweet. Good choices. Good choices. Daniel, thank you. I'm glad that you're up for it. I gotta say, they also really captured the essence of California by making everything yellow and dead, because that's also pretty accurate. Aside from the trees, obviously. Trees are green, but all the ground, as you can see, is all yellow, dead grass. That's pretty accurate almost all year round in California, so they really captured the essence. Basically, there's like a month after spring where things are green for a little bit, and then aside from that, everything is dead the whole rest of the year. Sounds good, Art. We'll miss you. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to downshift here. Might even have to throw on the flashers. We're losing a lot of speed here. Oh, but of course we got somebody in this lane. There we go. Now we're heading downhill, so now I gotta use the Jakes. And now we are back to level ground and we're all good. Sort of. I guess we're still going downhill a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, and we got California traffic in front of us. Oh, it looks like we've got a road closure, potentially. Oh, I definitely think I misshifted there. Alright, hopefully this little detour doesn't screw us up too bad. I'm just gotta find a way to get turned around, it looks like. But there also is going to be a ton of traffic because everybody else is having to pull off the freeway too. I'm trying to look for like a parking lot or something I can turn around in, but not really seeing much. And of course, the GPS is just like, hey, just go back that way. It'll be fine. But it won't be fine. I wonder if I can go through this parking lot. Hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna go into photo mode and see if I can go through the parking lot here to make my turnaround. Does it go all the way through? Looks like it does. I think. I don't know, I'm hitting the limits of the camera. So, oh, maybe I can just go around the building here. See, that's what I thought, Daniel, that it did, and then I tried to like follow that logic and loop around and then went back, but the detour was still there. So this parking lot though does go all the way around, so I am just going to turn into this parking lot and then we'll use that to get facing the correct direction again. Hopefully we fit. Doesn't appear that the trailer got caught up on anything, so that's good. Now the only issue is that when I'm trying to get out of here, there's going to be all that traffic. So I am going to have to basically just start pulling out and then I'm going to have to force my way in, basically, is what I'm saying. While I'm here, though, I'm actually going to put on the parking brake and grab a quick drink of water. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. That's exactly what happens. They spawn, like, sometimes they even spawn in the detour, which is really funny. Like, I've looked at it before because I was curious. And yeah, they were literally, the cars were spawning inside of like the crashed truck, and I thought that was hilarious. Looks really funny. Alright, so again, there's going to be a ton of vehicles, so I'm just going to have to like pull out and hope that they stop. But they're not going to, of course. Come on, officer, let me in. One of these is just gonna hit me. Okay, there we go. I pulled out far enough. But now he's so close to me that I'm gonna have to like drive onto the curb to not hit him. And even still, I might hit him. I am still going to hit him. Alright, well, sorry, buddy. Whoa. There we go. Missed a shift. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Wow, that was such a tight corner. I thought for sure I was gonna hit that other truck for a second, but I didn't. Yep, there's the broken down truck. Typical Navigator driver, yep. I would say so. They've got the big Ultima energy of the SUV world. Alright, and now we are back into non-reworked territory, but hey, I still haven't driven it in a very long time, so it'll be kind of cool to see nonetheless, even if it's not updated. Man, I will never understand why they made highways or roads or anything with concrete like that, that's like that bright, and then still made the lines white. You can hardly see them. It's, I mean, in the game you can probably see them better than you can in real life. Ooh, all right, Daniel. I like this. Let's dive into it. What would I choose as a base truck? That's a tough one. I will say, you know, I really do like the base of a 389, but also with like SCS having recently made the accessories pack for the W900, I feel like that has given me a new love for the W900. Now, at the same token, though, if they were to do that for the 389, I feel like it would have the same effect on the 389, you know? But I also have, for some reason, this is a little bit of a weird one, but I've always really liked the look of the Freightliner FLD. So, I don't know. But I also, Connor, who was here earlier, he works for a Freightliner, like, dealership, essentially. And he's always said that the FLDs are pretty garbage. But, again, if we're doing a one-of-one build, who's to say we can't, like, replace all of the, you know, terrible things about the FLD. So, man, I don't know. That's a tough one. Oh boy, I forgot that I'm in charge of the shifting here. I was not in gear. I was like, what's going on? Alright, sorry Daniel. I will answer your question shortly. I just want to get up this little hill first. Yes, as Daniel said, if you want the game, you can buy it on Steam. I don't know if it's still on sale for the summer sale, but it might still be on sale. So if you do want it, now would be the time to get it. I think. Again, I'm not 100% confident it's still on sale, but it's worth checking. And even if it's not, it is very worth the cost of the game. It is a fantastic game. But yeah, Daniel, it is definitely a difficult one. I think my final decision... Oh, never mind. I can't make a final decision because I also like modern trucks. Like, I really like... I just saw it in my mirror, and that's what made me think of it, and now it's passing us, which is the Mac Anthem. But then I also really, really like the 49X. Like, I love the 49X. So I don't know, maybe I would want to go with a modern truck. Why you gotta make me make these decisions, Daniel? I think I would go with the 389. I think that would be my final decision. Would be the 389, and I think part of that is just because I really like the styling of it, and like people have done so many cool builds of 389s, and I think if we could, you know, like if we were doing a one-of-one build, we'd still be able to set ourselves apart from all of those crazy other builds, and I think that would be a cool feat, you know. Give us a good challenge. Okay, it is still 98% off. Nice. Good to know, good to know. That was weird. Weird little section there where we went down to 30 miles an hour just to immediately go back to 55. Yeah, especially with your expertise and both of our creativity combined, I think like my love for being creative with cars and your love for just being creative with anything really, I think we'll be able to come up with something pretty cool. So yeah, I feel like that would be a fun project, a fun base truck to start with would be the 789 or 389. One thing I feel like that would be really cool for the truck, I'm sure, again, for the sake of this being a one-of-one build, we're throwing all legalities out of the window. So legalities of what is required out of the way. I think it would. Oh, I guess, was I not supposed to exit? I don't know if I was supposed to exit there or not, but whatever. We did. And now we're getting back on. Anyways, legality's thrown out of the window. I feel like it would be really cool if we did like infinity taillights. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but it's basically like you take a one-way mirror and a two-way mirror and put them with an LED strip in between them so that your lights look like they essentially go on forever. Hence the name, infinity lights. I feel like doing the taillights like that would be so cool. Okay, I figured you of all people probably would have seen them before, but I didn't want to assume anything. Wow, the AI merging well? That's crazy. That almost never happens. Yeah, they are pretty wild looking, and I agree. I really like how they look, and I think that would be pretty sweet for a truck. Because, like, I'll be honest, that's something I have been interested in potentially doing for the Altima, especially because there's not a lot of, like, aftermarket options for the taillights as is. And the, like, taillights are round, you know? So I feel like they're kind of the perfect setup to be a candidate for the Infinity taillights. I feel like that would be really, really cool. So, I mean, if I end up doing it on the car, it would only be fitting that we do it for a one-of-one truck build as well. Alright, let's stop here and figure out where we are loading up at. Or unloading, sorry. Whoa. Wow. Why does that seem like it's moving so much faster than normal? Oh, that's right. I had a mod that that slowed this down, the turning thing. And it got deleted from the Steam workshop. I don't know what happened. It just all of a sudden it was gone. And so now my camera moves super fast again, and I hate it. But, oh well. Either way, looks like we're backing into a middle dock, not between any trucks or trailers or anything, so that should be a fairly easy back, I think. Especially with how short our truck is, I don't think this will be a terrible time. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and roll down the windows a little bit. Show off those the animations for the door, I mean the window roller things. I don't know why I can't. What are the official names of those? the hand cranks for windows? I don't like. Would you just call them that, a hand crank for the window? Like I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and get backed up here. Oh, that is the actual name. Okay. Cool. I was like, I can't think of anything else you would call them other than just like a hand crank, but I didn't know if maybe because they're meant specifically for Windows, they're not just like a generic hand crank necessarily. I thought maybe they would have like a special name or something. Alright. Go back just a little further and we should be good right about there. I'm not super straight, but that's okay. And we'll get unloaded and then see what kind of loads they have to offer us here. What time is it? It's 2:10 p.m. Alright, we don't want to do that. We want to go back into the reworked area if we can. So, Fresno would work. Modesto. Don't want to go to Kingman. Vancouver would be quite the trek. Wow, and then the only other options are all the way out to Texas. Alright, well. Why is this load so light? 11,000 pounds? And salt is 34,000? That's pretty weird. What do you think, Daniel? Should we go to Modesto or Fresno, do you think? Those are the two I'm trying to pick between, or anybody else in chat. If there's anybody else here that just hasn't said anything in a while or hasn't said anything at all, if any of you guys have a suggestion, let me know. All right, Modesto it is, with some electronic components. Let's do it. Yeah, let's also take a look at the map. By the way, we finished off the last stream in Modesto, and then if you noticed, I started today's stream in San Francisco. The reason is the game got an update, I guess, and it was one of those updates that was enough to make it reset So it was like, where do you want to go? And I was like, well, I'll just start in San Francisco so that I can switch trucks and everything. That was actually the reason I decided to do the FL86, is because I was like, well, if I got to repick where I'm at anyway, might as well switch trucks. And like I said, haven't driven a cab over in a while, so yeah. All right. Why is it not giving me the path? That's weird. Whatever. Either way. Yeah, it looks like we'll get to do some solid driving here. Is it? Wait a minute. So I guess maybe 99 hasn't been reworked or something? Or maybe I've driven that since it's been reworked and I just don't remember it. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and get to driving. Oh, I'm not loaded yet. Didn't I do current company job offers? I thought it automatically loaded you wherever you were at. Okay, I guess not. Weird. I could have swore it did. Okay, well that's why it wasn't showing the GPS then. I mean, why it wasn't showing the path. There we go. Let's go forward a little further. Alright, and then let's see, I don't think we're too close to that wall. The joys of having a cab over is that I can just crank the wheel all the way one way and we're mostly good, at least to get straightened out a little bit. Alright. Man, backing up with a cab over is so much nicer than anything else. Let's see, where's the cone at? There we go. Just gotta go back a little further. There we go. Alright. Sorry that I'm not doing quite as good today at reading chat and everything as I normally am. Again, trying to drive the manual. This is why I've done automatic the last couple weeks, is so that I can be a little bit more entertaining. Excuse me, my goodness. So that I can be a little bit more entertaining, whereas with the manual, I'm so focused on just the driving that I'm not the best at keeping up with chat, so I apologize for that. Sorry, I figured I'd grab a quick drink while we're stopped. And let's go ahead and get the truck started. Let's get rolling. Yeah, Daniel, I think handing off the concept, the 49X concept to Jeff would certainly, he'd be the right person for the project, but yeah, he's already got quite a bit on his plate. By the way, now that I've got the windows down, is the audio still okay? Because I would prefer to keep the windows down, but if it makes the game too loud as compared to me talking, then let me know. just fine. Can still hear me. Perfect. That is what I like to hear. See what I did there? Because we were talking about audio. I'll see myself out. Yeah, it's definitely nice that, although they do have the wind noise in the game now, there's no, like, it's not crazy, it's not super loud and obnoxious that makes it hard to hear everything else. Dad joke skill increased. Perfect. I wonder what level I'm at now. Got really worried again. I thought that charger was gonna pull out in front of me. I'm seriously, I'm traumatized from that one time. Bit sharper of a corner than I thought. Let's try not to flip the truck over like we did last stream. It was indeed, Daniel, but the crazy thing is I'm almost glad that it happened, because I tell you what, the other day while I was out driving my box truck for work, albeit not at as high speeds as it was in the game, but I was driving through a parking lot, and somebody, I was going down like one of the rows of parking spots, and there were no cars parked around at all. Like, it was one of those ones, and there's no curbs or anything, and I saw a car coming from my left, just like driving through the parking spots, you know, like not actually driving down one of the rows, just coming across all the parking spots, and just drove, like, if I would have kept going, I would have just smashed right into them, or they would have smashed right into me. But they just came all the way across and just right in front of me. I laid on the horn and honked, like, I honked at them a bunch, and neither them or their passenger, like, had any idea that I was there until I honked. I was like, how do you miss a giant box truck in an empty parking lot? And how do you not look, like, left and right when you're crossing a pathway, essentially, you know? Like, the whole situation was just mind-blowing to me that anyone could be that stupid. But either way, again, driving in the game trained me for that for that exact situation, so I was thankfully able to avoid it. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way that, like, somebody's that dumb, but obviously they are. So exactly, Daniel. That's why I hate them too. And, like, I'll admit, you know, of course, as anybody hopefully would, like, I'm not a perfect driver. Obviously, I make mistakes and stuff as well. But, like, I can't remember the last time I did something that was just, like, downright stupid, like that is, you know? Like, that's just crazy to me. They've got, these people are people that have, like, main character syndrome or something. They think that they're the only person on the planet. Alright, here we go for the steep grade. Let's see how I do with manual. Doesn't help that these guys in front of me are going obnoxiously slow. I could be going faster. Like, what truck is going to be on the brakes going uphill? Come on. I'm going around them. Oh, okay, and now they're going to... We're 3 wide, trucking 3 wide going uphill. I'm sure this is very, very illegal, but my hand has been forced. How funny we did all of that literally right in front of a cop. Daniel, that sounds pretty fantastic. I'm a little jealous. That sounds like a very, very fun drive. But I like your idea of if we would have gotten pulled over there, just would have said like, hey, yeah, it's for media purposes. That's all. We're all 3 of us are friends, and we were just recording a video, you know? Smart man, smart man. Would be kind of interesting if SCS did implement that as one of the traffic offenses that you could get, you know, like traveling in the far left lane when there's 3 lanes or something like that, or traveling in the left lane when you don't have to. But I feel like that would be super, super hard for them to program, especially because you'd end up getting tickets when, you know, you're not actually doing anything wrong, and I'm sure most people that play the game would probably hate that. So I'm probably a one of one person here that would be interested in seeing that implemented into the game. Those kind of drives are the best, Daniel. I love going on drives where you're just like, dude, how is this real? Like, how is this what I'm getting to see right now while driving? You know, those are the best kind of drives. I'm clear of that guy. Hopefully I am. Yeah, Daniel, trying to get up a big mountain in any sort of 4-cylinder non-turbo car, it's probably not going to go super well. There's many times when driving around here where my cars very much struggle to get up all of the different hills and mountains and stuff that we've got. Especially, like you said, 120 horsepower. It's not ideal. We also have now confirmed now that we are driving on the road, that this is in fact not an area that's been reworked. So, kind of a bummer, but excuse me. Kind of a bummer, but at least we're getting back to a reworked area. Because what we'll probably do is from Modesto, we'll try and find a load to like Reading or something, or maybe a load into Oakland. That'd be kind of cool. Got surprisingly good fuel mileage. That's nice. That's the benefit of 4 cylinders, is that yes, they may struggle up hills and stuff like that, but while they're struggling up the hill, you're still getting good gas mileage. I gotta say, I love that turbo whistle. That's one of my favorite things about the trucks that I drive for work, is that their turbo is like pretty loud. I mean, it's about as loud as this one is. And yeah, all day I'll leave the windows down and just listen to the turbo. Yeah, Daniel, that's a fair point. I will say that I would definitely sacrifice a little bit of fuel mileage to not be in that situation, but it is what it is. I'm sure the truckers probably had a great time racing with you as well. That sounds like a great plan, Daniel. That'll be awesome. Awesome to add a more powerful vehicle to the stable. Are you thinking of trading in your Sentra for one, or are you gonna just have 2 vehicles? Because I do feel like dailying an HD pickup truck or something may be a little intense on the wallet, but at the same time, I do feel like it would be a lot more enjoyable. 'Cause no matter what, you've always got that utility with you. You know, if you're ever heading home from work and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to get 20 bags of cement or something. Hey, you can just pull on over to the Home Depot and get it. 2 vehicle. I think that's probably a better way to go, because like you said, especially being in the cities and stuff, I mean, I don't think you'd want a giant pickup truck and try and park that thing in the city literally anywhere. It doesn't sound like that would be a very pleasant experience. Ooh, now that would be cool. That would be quite the fun project if you could get some components from your work. Ah, yes. Thank you for pulling in front of me and then slamming on the brakes. I appreciate that. Oops, I totally forgot that I got to shift. I haven't shifted in so long that I forgot. We were just cruising, vibing for a solid amount of time there. Indeed, Daniel. They're the only ones on the road at all times. At least that's how they act. I gotta say, even though I'm not in a reworked part of California, the sky looks really cool right now. So I'm gonna pull off, I guess not pull off, but I'm gonna take a quick pause and grab a photo. Let's have no blur. We can really get the sky in focus. Here we go. That's a good one. And then maybe one with like the whole truck. Love it. We're side characters in their story. Exactly. Them getting where they need to go is literally the only thing that matters. Oops. I was trying to scoop myself up. I was trying to sit up and I accidentally pressed the brake. Now I gotta downshift again. Probably gonna have to be readjusting quite a lot today. I hurt my neck and back sort of at work. It's starting to feel a little better today, but I'm still a tad uncomfortable. Oh man, I just got that photo and now this one looks even better. This setup is even more pretty. Especially because of like the bridges and stuff. Like those are cool. I want to get those. Oh no, indeed. It definitely was not pleasant. Not a pleasant experience, but you know, it happens. Again, hopefully I won't be doing this job too much longer and can get my CDL and everything and start doing a job that is more driving and less physical labor than what I'm doing currently. There we go. That's a beautiful shot. I know you guys are, and I greatly appreciate it. I really can't wait for the day that I get to tell you guys that I'm excited for the day I get to tell you guys that I enrolled in the truck school. 2, I can't wait for the day that I tell you guys that I actually have my CDL. And 3, I can't wait for the day that I tell you I like, you know, ran my first day on my own or something like that. I'm very excited. I love that you guys share the excitement with me, you know, and you guys understand it, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of people out there that have that negative connotation of truck drivers, kind of like David and I have talked about, you know, in the group chat. And I think even you know, some of my, like, some of the people that I know that have usually supported me on everything, even them I feel like are not necessarily super supportive of this, because they kind of have that negative stereotype, and so I'm really excited that you guys, who are some of the people that mean the most to me, are really excited for me and can share that joy and excitement as well. You know, the nice thing is the people I feel like that matter the most to me are all very, very supportive and very excited for me as well. So that is what matters the most. It's going to be a fun journey. It's going to be a long journey. You know, I'm sure it's going to be super stressful, and I mean, obviously the schooling itself is pretty expensive and all that, but I think it's going to be a fun journey. Man, the sky just looks so cool. This is why I always feel bad when I like skip ahead when it's like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the game, and I just skip to the next day because I don't want to have to do a load at night is because the sunsets are just gorgeous. I mean, it's such a... with the new lighting and the new skyboxes and everything, it just has completely reinvigorated my love for driving at like sunrise and sunset. It's just the best time. Aside from having the sun, you know, in real life, aside from having the sun directly in your eyes, there's nothing that beats a good old drive at sunset. Go ahead and get the windows rolled up here now that we're driving into the night. Alright, and we just got a couple of turns, I think, and then we're at our delivery point. Oop, I went into 7th. I meant to go into 5th. I was just about to say that I feel like I've been doing a lot better at shifting today, and then I did that and ruined it. See, but Daniel, I didn't end up speaking too soon. I almost spoke too soon, but I managed to catch myself and didn't say anything before messing up. So, you know, I would have spoken too soon if I said it when I wanted to say it, but I held off, and I'm glad I did, 'cause I think I just knew I was going to mess up, you know? I'm bummed that I had just missed this light, so I'm sure it's going to be a long one. I just realized that road is closed, and they've got a light still that the game is programmed for. That's kind of annoying. I will say, now that I am starting to get a little bit better at shifting, though, I am definitely starting to enjoy it a lot more. It is still stressing me out a little bit, you know, especially, again, when I'm trying to, like, read chat and all that kind of stuff, but overall, it is a pretty good time. I do enjoy it. Oh, I was in 5th. And even though, I will say this as well, even though I am still making a lot of mistakes, I am catching them kind of sooner. You know, before I would be like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Why is it stalling? Why is this happening? Whatever. Whereas now, like, I almost immediately, as soon as the RPMs start to drop, I'm like, oh, must have forgot to split, you know? Oh, excuse me. So, I'm at least getting better at that. That's what I'm hoping for, Daniel. I mean, we'll have to see. I will admit that I am definitely worried that I might be, like, teaching myself bad habits, like, on accident. But hopefully whatever, if I did teach myself any bad habits, hopefully they'll be fairly easy to teach myself out of as well. And hopefully the amount of, like, good things that I learn will far outweigh... Sorry, I totally didn't see those cars coming. Okay, thank you. Oh, and now you're gonna go. Okay. I tell you, man, this AI has been out to get me lately. They're tricking me. Anyways, though. Yeah, I'm hoping that whatever bad habits will be fairly easy to train myself out of, and whatever like benefits I get from it will be far more valuable than the bad stuff. Okay, I gotta back into just that spot there. So I guess what I'll actually do is go the other way. Alright, hopefully there's nobody coming, because I am backing out into the street whether they like it or not. Again, joys of the cab over made that super easy. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that, and yeah, I'm certainly hoping so. I feel like I'm pretty good at, you know, adapting to changes when they come up, so hopefully we'll be all good. All right, let's see. Wait, where did I need to go? Which parking spot? Oh, I am not set up at a very good angle at all. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to kind of do a blind back for this one. And we'll just pull up a little bit further. Alright, we'll get out and look. Okay, I think that's a pretty good setup. This is definitely gonna be a bit rough just because of the FOV of the mirrors, but I think we can still do this. Wow, maybe not. That's pretty rough. Well, I guess what I could do is just kind of back up into the middle of those two spots and then kind of try to make it so that it's not a blind back, essentially. We'll just keep stopping and looking fairly often. Wow, this is actually looking pretty good. Maybe we will be okay after all. Oh yeah, actually, this might not be too bad. Okay, I think we're at a little bit too harsh of an angle here. Maybe not. Definitely we are, but I thought we were like about to hit that truck, or that trailer, and we're not. So I think we actually are gonna be okay. I don't even think I'll have to pull up at all. Let's see, where's that front cone? It must be like right on top of it. Let's see how we're looking. Wow. We're looking like super good. Okay. Yeah, I was right on top of the cone. Look at that. That was pretty solid for essentially a blind back. I know I essentially got out and looked quite often, but I'm pretty happy with that. That was pretty solid. Alright, so we're good to finish that up. You pass. Here's your CDL. Dude, could you imagine that's all you needed to get your CDL was just do a blind back in American Truck Simulator, and then they're just like, alright, you're good. I mean, to be fair, with how some of the, drivers drive, maybe that is how some of them got their CDL, but I don't know. I guess I'm not a CDL driver yet, so I probably shouldn't talk any smack. I shouldn't talk any smack until I actually understand how difficult it is. But I don't know. I feel like I do still deserve to make some jokes, at least about the dumbasses that decide to. Sorry for the language. I usually try and keep my American Truck Simulator streams fairly clean, but I feel like I still have a right to talk about the idiots that text and drive, or are reaching for stuff in the back of their truck and turn around to grab it, and then whatever. The guys that don't pay attention and end up killing people, those are the kinds that I definitely feel like, even without having ever driven an 18-wheeler, I can still talk smack about them, because that's just absurd. Okay, no cargo available here, but that kind of works out because it is nighttime. So let's see if there's there's no rest areas nearby, so I think I'll just advance time. Let me grab my keyboard. And I think we'll just do the same thing we did for today, like in-game today. And we'll just set it to like 4 a.m. And that should be good. And thank you to whoever just liked the stream. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support a bunch. I'm glad that you are enjoying the stream enough to drop a like on it. If there's anybody else watching that hasn't done so yet, please do consider it. Only if you're enjoying it. Only if you think it's worthy, though. Yeah, Daniel. Same here. It's always a concern. And like, I can understand, if you're like at a stoplight and you're just grabbing something real quick, or you know, even just like swiping away something on your phone because you've got directions up and it, you know, like makes it hard to see or something. But I just can't imagine driving an 80,000 pound vehicle or any vehicle and thinking, yeah, I don't need to have my eyes on what's in front of me. Like, it's just so mind blowing. Yeah, you see them like definitely not paying attention and you're like, are you sure you want to do that right now? Are you sure you want to look at whatever it is that you're looking at? Because I don't know. Call me crazy, but I feel like that's probably not as important as driving this, you know, 3,000 to whatever 80,000 pound vehicle, you know. Thank you, Death1347, for subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. And if there's anybody else that has subscribed that I didn't get the chance to thank because Botrix doesn't like you, I'm sorry that Botrix doesn't like you. I promise that I still do, and I am very thankful that you have subscribed. All right, let's see what we got. So we've got that one option, that one load up to Sacramento, but this is all stuff, again, that it appears we've already driven before, which makes sense. I think that was on our trip from Nebraska. We came down 5, so we've already seen some of that. So I'm thinking maybe we'll take that load into Oakland. I know that that means we have to drive like all the way down here to pick it up, but I think that's going to be the way to go. Let's see. So yeah, we could, well, or we could go into San Jose, and that's near where I'm at. So San Jose, Oakland, we could go back into San Francisco. I think those are going to be kind of our main options here, it looks like. So Daniel or anybody else in chat, if you've got a pick on which load you want to see, it's going to be between these top 3 here. Car parts to San Jose, packaged food to Oakland, or TVs to San Francisco. I'll let you guys pick which one of those you want. Daniel, I think you might still be the only one in chat, so it might be up to you, but either way, I don't want to be the one to pick, mainly because I can't decide. All right, San Jose it is. Let's do it. Sounds like a solid plan to me. Whoa, my camera was freaking out there. All right, and let's get the truck started. And we're picking up from the Amazon that is just around the corner. It is a little funny, as someone that works for Amazon, it is a little funny to imagine them having like a container forklift so that they can load the container onto my trailer here. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna go out of this driveway so I'm not too close to the intersection. I can essentially just shoot straight across. Right, this is the entrance. Okay, perfect. Right, and we just got another like on the stream. Thank you to whoever that was. Greatly appreciate it. Again, every single like is much, much appreciated. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know why I'm saying let's see what we got here. I know what we've got here. We've got a load to San Jose, and we're going to take it. Let's do it. Alright, should I... Well, I was trying to decide where I want to turn around or get myself set up to do this back, but I guess it's a fairly wide open lot, at least in the terms of having a cab over with a very short trailer. It'll be fairly easy to turn around, I think. Yeah, not too bad. Alright. And now we'll go ahead and get backed up. Oh, I might have cut that a little too sharp. We can still make it work, but definitely was not ideal. Tim Hortons coffee on me, ready for a road trip. Well, our road trip is quite short, considering San Jose is only like 100 miles from here, or maybe less. I didn't actually look. But I'm glad that you have your coffee, nonetheless. I will admit that I agree coffee on a hot day is a little bit of blasphemy, but, you know, I don't feel like I'm one that should be judging, considering, like, one, I don't like coffee at all, so I know that that's kind of a crime in and of itself. And then also, I mean, I'm the kind of person that'll drink hot chocolate on a hot day, so yeah, I don't think I've got any room to talk. Alright, we are all loaded up, and we've got a blue container this time. So we've had 3 different colored containers so far. I think we had red first, and then white, and now we're on to blue. So I guess that's fitting, considering we just passed 4th of July. So now we've had red, white, and blue containers. I'm glad you agree, Daniel. I will say that hot chocolate is just like, it's a comfort. You know how they say there's comfort foods? Hot chocolate is a comfort drink. It's just, no matter what, it's always a good time. It's enjoyable. It's kind of the same as like ice cream. Ice cream in winter, yes, it may be crazy, but it like doesn't make the ice cream taste any less good. Alright, we got a truck and a car coming from the right, but nothing coming from the left. I think we'll be good to pull out here soon. Maybe not. I don't think I want to pull in front of that Jeep. He seems like he's coming pretty quick. Wow, I guess we're going to have a long line of cars here. And I don't have a center lane or anything to work with, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to have to pull out in front of somebody. And I think it's going to be this next car. Alright, well, he didn't crash into me, so that's good. Oh god, I'm definitely going to run a red here, but it's either run the red or get stuck on the train tracks, so I'd rather run the red. Yeah, Daniel, sorry, I just saw your chat, but yeah, having something to warm your hands when you're out camping and stuff is always a great time. I gotta say, I'm thinking maybe, no, I'm not gonna do it this stream, but I'm thinking maybe the next stream or something, maybe I'll start trying to learn to float gears. We'll see how that goes. I feel like that's gonna be, quite a nightmare, but I feel like it's something I have to learn at some point. Oop, forgot to split. I would say that's probably the only issue with the fact that I'm still not, like, I do it occasionally, but for the most part I just kind of throw it in neutral and coast to a stop. The issue with doing that is that, you know, you're not forced to split down, so then I forget to do it. Whereas if I actually downshifted, I would be splitting down while downshifting, so I wouldn't have that issue. But again, learning one step at a time. Baby steps indeed. I'd rather take the baby steps now while I can, so that way at truck school, where it's kind of accelerated since it's only 4 weeks, I'd rather take my time now, so that way when I'm at truck school and I'm getting rushed, I can rush and be okay with it. Figure while we're sitting at some red lights, every now and then I'll go into the exterior cam and take a look at this beautiful truck. Definitely a classic. I haven't heard the horn yet. Brace your ears potentially. I want to hear what it sounds like. Pretty good. Classic old truck horn. Oh, I stalled the truck. Now I'm probably gonna miss my light. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, truck school is only 4 weeks. I thought that was pretty crazy too. But yeah, it's only 4 weeks, but it is 40 hours a week. So it's basically like a full-time job for a full month. And then what they said at the truck school is that most, like, kind of the reason that they only do 4 weeks is because in 4 weeks you can learn all you need to know about trucking and to get your CDL and everything. But then what happens is just about any trucking company that you work for, that first trucking company that you work for is going to also train you, and that usually is going to be another 4 or 5 weeks. So essentially it ends up being like 8 weeks before you're actually like out on the road on your own. And they said that that is why their schooling is so short, you know. But yeah, there's some truck schools that are, I think, even shorter than that, and I can't fathom that. That's crazy to me. But yeah, essentially it's 2 weeks in the classroom and then 2 weeks like either in the lot or on the road. Oops. I went down into 8th instead of 6th. Yeah, Daniel, I same thing. When they explained it to me, I was like, oh, okay. I understand that. Like, for example, one of the companies I've actually talked to, they said that, you know, even after I finished truck school, they still, like, fly you out to their facility and do essentially, like, a whole nother truck school for 5 weeks. So, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, I literally would finish truck school and then go to truck school. But, again, I get it. I mean, these are very expensive, very big machines, and obviously any company that's going to take a chance on somebody that just got their CDL, they're going to want to limit their chances of something going wrong as much as they can, and best way to do that is to just essentially train you further and actually get in the truck with you and make sure that you're not an idiot, you know. exactly. I don't think they want their trucks upside down in a ditch, so I'm sure that that's probably why they like to do that. I don't know if every company does that, you know, but like every company that hires new truckers, but of the ones that I've talked to, it seems like most of them do. Oh, hey, we're gonna go on that bridge that I talked about last time. The one that I've been on before in real life a few times. Coming back from Cars and Coffee Modesto. When I was living in California still. It's a cool little bridge. Very unique. I guess I didn't have to get over because it looks like we're staying to the right. That's okay though. Should have a pretty big, if they have it, we've got a pretty big mountain coming up, and it looks like they did add it because that is what we're going up right now. So another test for my shifting. Oh, it's not quite as steep as it is in real life though. So it doesn't seem like, at least. Oh, interesting. They did that in a really weird way, but again, the scaling, it makes sense. It's always so weird to drive something that you drive in real life in this game because it's like, oh, we just like went up that mountain and then we're in a city that was an hour away. Like how did that happen? But that's the joys of having to scale it down by 20 square miles or whatever. Ooh, missed my shift. There we go. Missed my downshift, I should say. You know what? It's daytime. Let's go ahead and get the windows back down. Ooh, there we go. I want it like right in the middle. I could really just sit here and just roll the window up and down because I love looking at the animation of the hand crank. I think that's so cool. Oh, whoops. I need to be in this lane. Sorry, people. Did not realize that I was getting into a turn-only lane when I did not need to turn yet. I almost stalled it. I saved it though. I turned into the wrong lane. Because I am actually coming up to our delivery point. Whoa, the audio did something really weird there for a second. Like in the game. I guess I just shifted at a weird time or something. The game freaked out. Like I was going over a bump or something when I shifted, and I guess it messed up the audio for some reason. That was weird. Alright, and these car parts are going to this Toyota dealership. Let's go ahead and throw on our flashers here and figure out where they want them. And there's that swing plate in action. That is just so cool. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Ah, okay. It's not bad. So we can just, oh. Maybe we can't pull around that way. Well, that's kind of annoying. Why wouldn't they, because I assume if I drive towards this, this is not going to open. It looks like this is where they keep the, or where the trailers that are loaded to be picked up are gotten from. So I'm assuming that's also, even though it's empty right now, I'm assuming a trailer could also be put there. So I don't think that gate opens, which means I might have to, I don't know. I don't know if this is a big enough lot for me to turn around. I guess it is. I'm in a day cab. I mean a cab over. It should be fine. And if it's not, well then we'll just cry, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. We'll make something work. I agree, Daniel. It is very satisfying. I hadn't driven this truck in a while, so I was speccing it out before doing the stream, and when I saw that, I was like, I gotta do it. Oh yeah, plenty of room to turn around. What was I thinking? Easy peasy. We're literally gonna do like a full circle here. That's so funny. I don't know why I was even worried. Alright, we may have to do a pull-up on this one. Not sure yet. Let's see. I don't see the cone. Oh, actually, I think we're good again. I've been surprising myself today. It's not perfect by any means, but you know what? It gets the job done. Here we go. Right there should be good. Look at me go. I'm going to be a professional truck driver in no time. Alright, let's see what we got. Once again, no loads available from here, but what else is available in San Jose? We could go back to Modesto. We could go to Oakland, a nice little short trip. We can go up and over to Sacramento. Ooh, we could go to Ukiah. I feel like that would be a good one. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't discovered any of that since the rework. I think the only thing that's going to outbid the Ukiah right now would be if there's anything to Eureka. But it doesn't look like it. Oh, there is something to Reading. But I think I'd rather go to Ukiah. Daniel or anybody else watching, do we have any quarrels with me going to Ukiah? This is probably going to be the last delivery for the day. So I want to make sure you guys are cool with it. Sounds great. All right, let's do it. All right, and what do we think, Daniel? Should I try floating gears for this trip just to warm me up for the next stream potentially, or should I fully save trying to learn to float gears for the next stream? I'll let you pick, or again, if anybody else in chat wants to have their say, now's your chance. Oh, I'm in neutral. I was like, why am I not rolling forward? That's funny. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright. Sounds good. I'll start once we've got our load. Actually, I guess it would make more sense to start before we've got the load, so. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's kiss this poor transmission goodbye. Oh boy. So far, not so good. Man, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be there. All right. Oh well. Couldn't get it into fourth. This poor transmission. I do wonder. Maybe I should. Because I wonder if I just did like a bunch of damage to this truck. Let's see if, hang on, let's go into Truck Manager first and check out our current truck. How do we, there used to be a thing up here where you could just kind of hover over your truck and see what the current situation was with it, but it's not there anymore. Vehicle diagnostics. There we go. Okay. Okay, I did not do a bunch of damage to the truck. That's good. Let's see if there's an option in the controls here to make it so that I can't like damage it by misshifting. Huh, okay. I guess not. I guess, I mean, hopefully, I don't know, if me grinding the gears that much didn't do any damage, then maybe that's just not, like, maybe it just doesn't do any damage. But either way, I guess we'll just keep trying. And if all of a sudden it seems like, well, I guess I could also, let's go ahead and pull up the UI just for this one, so that way if I do start damaging the truck, I am aware and can stop before I, like, absolutely destroy this truck, or before I get frustrated thinking that it's something I'm doing wrong when it's actually not. Wow, I should have been paying more attention to where the gears, like where the RPMs were when I was double clutching, because now I'm trying to rev match, but I am like nowhere near where I'm supposed to be, and that's what's messing me up. Dang it, and then of course I stall. We're not off to a good start, Daniel. And I stalled again. Okay, am I... Oh. I'm in 5th. There we go. Yeah, so far not so good. Just like that backing job was not very good. I am way off from where I'm supposed to be, but you know what? The game accepts it, so that's all that really matters. Alright, we are loaded up. I mean, at this point, I might as well just keep trying. So we're gonna continue the journey, Daniel. You asked for it, so you shall receive. Oh god. Okay, back to first we go, I guess. Wow, I cannot get it into second. There we go. You know what they say, if you can't find them, grind them, and we are definitely doing a lot of that. I feel bad for anyone that joins the stream and is just greeted by the sound of grinding gears. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, I was just way too high in my RPMs, I guess. I am struggling real bad. But this is about how I expected it to go. I don't think it helps either that I don't fully understand, like, how floating gears works. And I also don't think it helps that I don't... From what I've heard and understood, the game doesn't exactly do a great job of simulating it either, but I could be wrong. I will say, it does not appear that grinding the gears does any damage, so I'm turning off the UI. Because it just is annoying to look at. But yeah, Daniel, we're going balls to the wall, man. Wow, yeah, the sound does something really weird when you go across train tracks. Oh, I nailed that one. And that one. Wow. I like nailed both of those. That was like perfect. I didn't hear any grinding at all. Look at me go. Briefest rail fanning ever. Yep. I would say that that is pretty accurate. Alright, we're going. Now we're cooking with gas indeed. At least for those 2 shifts. A short-lived victory, but a victory nonetheless. Indeed, indeed. Now let's see if I can float back down. Nope, I cannot. Oh, whoops. Probably didn't help that I was not in the right split at all. Oh man, wow, I'm panicking, Daniel, I'm panicking. We go, more weird audio stuff. Oh, no, maybe not. I'm going 26 miles an hour. I'm too focused on the shifting to actually be able to go the speed limit. That was cool that digital speed sign thing actually showed what speed I was going. Alright, here we go. We're getting onto the freeway. Okay. That one wasn't bad. That's my first successful split shift with floating that went well. Definitely still a lot of grinding going on, but you know what? We're making it through the gears, and I would say that that is a win. Seventh to 8th went well. And now, we're all good. Now we get to cruise. We made it through every single gear without having to, without me panicking too much. That's a good one, Daniel. Yes, that was entirely different context, but you know what? It does still reign true here as well. Just like you said, totally different context here. But you know what? Since it still relates, we can still let it slide. Or maybe we, for all these years, everyone has misunderstood the actual context, and R. Kelly was in fact talking about truck driving, and he was talking about floating gears. I mean, who knows, you know? That is true. That's true, Daniel. It is still possible. Another one of the many things I don't miss about California is all the junctions where you gotta potentially cross like 4 lanes of traffic to make it onto the right freeway. That was never fun. Oh, there's another train with the cars loading in as it's passing me. That is so funny. I guess that's something, a glitch that maybe they still gotta work on, or I wonder if it's one of my mods. I've got a mod for the trains, and I think that's probably what it is. Yes, Daniel, I think that a hindrance is an understatement. The road network is an absolute nightmare in every single way, shape, and form. It is not fun. Alright, and I am not going to bother trying to, shoot, I should have been reading the signs. I think trucks are in these lanes. I'm not going to bother to try to float gears while downshifting. Oh, okay, right in front of the no stopping sign, this guy decided he was going to stop. And I'm sure that probably as soon as I try and go around him, he's going to go, but maybe not. And now we got a bunch of trucks coming from that way. Alright, I normally don't like driving from the exterior view at all, but in this case I think I got to. Oh, okay, this guy's just not gonna let me in, I guess. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, he really did pick the perfect spot. That's so funny. I didn't catch that, but that's also pretty fitting, I think. Alright, I feel like this is another good photo opportunity while we're on the double-decker bridge, so let's go ahead and take a quick pause. No, I would say that that's probably not what they meant. Oh, I can't on the photo go out of the bridge? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well, never mind then. Yeah, I'm sure that is probably not what they meant, but, you know, if it fits, it ships, you know? Whoa. Lighting just did something really weird. Don't know what that was about, but whatever. I gotta say, all things considered, for this being my first time ever attempting to float gears, I don't feel like I'm doing that bad. I don't feel like I'm doing anywhere near as bad as I thought I would. I love this setup. Such a good setup, dude. I hear a train, but I don't see one. Oh, there it is, way back there. That is true, Daniel. I didn't realize how close the color of the truck actually is to the color of the bin. The bin is definitely container is definitely white, but it's nowhere near as white as like the wheels. It's kind of like an in-between of like white and the gray that the truck is. It's kind of perfect. They work hand in hand for sure. Alright, 42 miles to Ukiah. Just gonna do a quick stretch. There's another cool bridge. Hopefully this one will actually let me take the camera off of the bridge. Nope. Still won't. Maybe I can go around it though. Let's see. Wow. Really? Oh, okay, there we go. And we'll turn that down. Boom. Yeah, Daniel, we are also in a heat wave. So I have been dying at work because I'm outside. You know, I mean, I guess I'm inside the truck for about half the day, which is nice because the truck has AC. And then I'm outside the truck for the other half, and it's 105 degrees or whatever. So I definitely feel your pain. We're going all the way down to 35. Wow. Alright, I'm not going to try and float down in the gears. We'll just slow down. That's smart. I wish I had the option to start earlier in the day. That would be nice. But we literally start at 10:15, so it's already hot by the time that we start work, and then we literally work through the hottest part of the day. It's so dumb. Amazon literally does not care about us. Yeah, Daniel, I honestly have always loved having jobs that started early and ended early. I've preferred those very much over jobs where you start later in the day and then finish like at night. I've never liked that. But yeah, very, very dumb. It's like they want us to have a heat stroke. But then it's funny because they force us to take like 4 10-minute breaks throughout the day for heat, like to take a break from the heat. And it's like, okay, you wouldn't have to make us do this if you would let us start earlier in the day. But I guess they don't want us knocking on people's doors and stuff at 7 in the morning, which I still think is also kind of silly because most people at work are probably already up and gone, or at least getting ready for work when that happens. So I don't know. Or they could just tell us not to knock. Like, if it's before 9 a.m., do not knock no matter what. Like, that would be totally fine. I feel like that would work great. But that's just me. I'm not a billionaire, so what do I know? Clearly, Mr. Bezos knows more than me. I'm glad you agree, Daniel. Glad it's not just me. Oops, forgot to turn on my blinker for that turn. Alright, and once again, let's go ahead and throw on our flashers here and figure out where we are delivering to. And get some of that swing plate action. Oh, if I can find it. There we go. Look at that. So cool. Alright. Yeah, that is true. I don't feel like you need to have $1 billion to know that, but I mean, hey, Jeff does have $1 billion, and he doesn't seem to know that, so maybe there's something we're missing. Alright, we're backing into the... Oh, dude, that'll be an easy back. Let's go. Nice easy back to finish the day. I like it. That's true too. I feel like that definitely plays a part. Alright, since we're in a prefab, I'm not going to worry about trying to float the gears. We floated them for the whole trip, and I feel like that's a pretty good warm-up for the next stream. And I gotta say, it went a lot better than I thought it would. I thought I was going to have an absolutely miserable time, and although it definitely didn't go well, I wouldn't say that it went bad. Oh. Alright, the game does not like that I am trying to bump the dock, I guess. So, my trailer's freaking out, but... Alright, this should be good. Let's go ahead and get the truck shut off. And there we have it. Again, nice easy back to finish off the day. Let's check the vehicle diagnostics, see if we like absolutely destroyed our transmission. Doesn't look like it. So there we go. Only thing we did was 1% more of tire damage, which, I mean, makes sense. So let's go ahead and get back into the game, but that is going to do it for today's stream. As usual, it was a ton of fun. Daniel, thank you so much for hanging out the whole time and chatting with me. I really love that I get to do these every Wednesday currently, and I forget how much I had missed streaming and how much fun it is. Even on days like today where I was trying to learn some new shifting things and was a little bit stressed out by it, I still had a ton of fun. And again, I've been having a ton of fun with the channel and just YouTube in general lately, and I'm glad to see that other people are enjoying it as well. I'm glad you enjoyed it just as much as I did, Daniel. But yeah, that's going to do it for the stream. If you are here live right now and you haven't already liked the stream or subscribed and you are liking what you saw, then please do consider doing those things. And if you're watching this stream back and you've watched all the way through to this point, one, I am very impressed and thank you so much. And two, if you somehow did that and haven't already liked it and subscribed, then please, again, do consider doing so. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next stream. Daniel, have a great rest of your day, and anyone else watching, I hope you guys have a great day as well, and I'll see you next time. Peace.